Hi, I'm Kelly Galbraith, and welcome to Arts and Music of Southern New Brunswick. We celebrate artistic excellence past and present. This fifth episode in our series features St. John musician Hilary Ladd.
I used to hide myself.
Hilary Ladd grew up in a musical family. She started singing when she was 4, and she picked up the violin when she was 9 years old. And at 14, she played her mom's classical guitar. Singing came naturally to Hilary, and choral music was an important part of her early life. She sang in the Toronto Children's Choir, the Vancouver Children's Choir, and the Nanaimo Youth Choir. Hilary has an incredible vocal range and was on track to study opera, and then she moved to St. John. It was supposed to be for a year, and 15 years later, with many musical and life stories under her belt, she is ready for the debut on May 21st of her one-woman musical show, Breastmilk Tears. I spoke to Hilary about her journey and her latest creation. Many people in southern New Brunswick would know you as the woman who played Maria in The Sound of Music in 2014 at the Imperial, to standing ovations. Now on May 21st, you once again will be at the Imperial on stage, this time with your own production, Breastmilk Tears. What's it about?
It's about the last 5 years of my life and the identity crisis that ensued upon becoming a new mother back to back. What I really wanted was a production that I could do the same way each time and feel really confident about the pacing of it all and making sure that I was really clear about what I wanted to say, and was just a full expression of who I am, which I'm starting to realize is a lot more colorful than I've let myself be in the past.
Your musical style has certainly evolved from the chorister of way back when to your folk song life, and music is beautiful, and you studying opera.
Yeah, I started singing classically when I was 4, and I was really just in choirs my whole life, and at some point when I was a teenager I was in private lessons as well, but it was the majority just choral work, and my family was super musical. My mom and my aunt and my grandma, and I don't know, there was always a lot of other people around.
You're still going to be on stage by yourself. So are there other musicians in the pit, or are you singing along with different voice tracks that you've pre-recorded?
It's a mix of things, but it is just me because I wanted to COVID-proof it and just be able to just do it no matter what. And so it's a combination of songs performed at the grand piano, songs performed with the electric guitar, and then songs performed with a track that is the song that I produced with Aaron Costello. A lot more sexy, I guess is the word. And I have a 3-year-old and a 4.5-year-old, and I've spent the majority of the last 4 years of my life just trying not to wear gray on gray sweatpants, and here I am wearing black on black with black cat. I'm just this journey of being able to get to a point to write and produce and edit and perform these songs has been a huge journey of self-acceptance for me.
Do you think that having a team that's all women has a definite impact on your creativity?
Totally. And it's I've been very, very protective about who I've brought in, because this is my life story. It's autobiographical. And so I'm being vulnerable, but it's stuff that I'm well rehearsed in being vulnerable about. And so it's I feel I'm getting closer to the way that I need to tell this story so that I can just get it out of my system and move on with my life. You know what I mean?
How often do you hurt yourself when I'm not looking? Thought it was to make me look, but I'm not certain now. There's something about the way you walk, way you talk.
How do you think writing the show and you being a new mom Has it given you any insight into your relationship with your mom and your aunt when you go to perform with them? Like, do you think of, I wonder what my mom and my aunt would feel when they're seeing me do this, knowing my story in a different way?
Well, when I was 15 and 16 and 17 and 14, I don't know, for a while, I went through like a quite like wild rebellious phase. And like, I remember one day, like walking down the street with just a fishnet shirt on with like nothing underneath it, you know, and I was petite and like, you know, I don't know what I thought I was trying to get away with. I like hashtag free the nip, you know, before hashtags existed, but like I did that. And so I have that memory. And obviously like my mom, like probably like told me that I just dressed like a prostitute or something, you know what I mean? Like, and I did it anyways. And, so that's like reality that happened. And so, and I lived very conservatively for a time, and now to come back to kind of like a middle ground feels good. And I feel like my mom and my aunt will be proud. And I feel like every time I've let my mom in, like on the story a little bit, there was at one point I sent her a draft when I realized that she was going to fly across the country to come and see it. I was like, I just feel like I need you to know what I'm going to say before you're there, since I haven't seen you in like 3 years. She's just like proud that I am learning these truths, like these universal truths about our own power that comes from self-respect, and how sometimes you need to just say it loud because it's really hard.
Call me perfect one more time and I'll lose my fucking mind. So much pressure, feel like I'm falling behind. You need self-reflection when you're blaming it all on me. You got a whole lot of misdirected energy. I'm broken, wide open for all to see.
I just listened to an interview, lovely interview that you gave last week. And you mentioned over and over in this interview about having fun.
Oh, yeah.
How important that is.
Yeah.
Are you in a place of fun now?
I am. I love my job so much. I am so grateful to have spent this time like away from work and being with my family and being home. And like, I feel like I've really established my values in my daily life so that I can feel like I'm living successfully each day. And that is a magical gift that I have given myself because I made it my priority. I was like, this is my life now. I gotta figure out how to be a mom, a musician, a great partner. I gotta figure out how it's gonna work, and this is it.
I can't wait for your show. Is it going, now it's only playing one night here in St. John.
Yeah.
So do you have plans to take it on the road?
Yes, it's like all just a matter of time. I've been so open to time throughout this. The timeline has continued to ebb and flow, and I have just been along for the ride. I feel like I'm on a train that just kind of goes, and I know it's getting to a certain station and I don't feel ready for it, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I am really excited. And I don't think I'm gonna fail because I've put the work in. Like, I've really practiced hard, and I've learned that it's not enough to like love performing. You have to love rehearsing.
Absolutely.
I've never rehearsed before in my life. I spent my 20s thinking, I wonder what I could be like if I practiced.
Well, the world is soon going to find out, at least us in southern New Brunswick.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how proud we are of you. And we'll be clapping from the rafters, and we'll be doing our little, pretend we're all doing the wave. Or maybe I can do hashtag do the wave for Hilary when she's up there performing.
Please.
So we wish you well, and we can't wait to hear you perform.
Thank you so much, Hilary.
I guess I wasn't listening. We tried to find the